What's happening? What do you mean? What do you mean to be continued? You don't just show me that. I'm so confused. She's in the tub like it's a dream, like she's not in the dream world, and then what's happening? Are these eyes supposed to symbolize like he's kind of evil? Her voice isn't glitching out yet.
This is not good.
These
Death
eyes
had taken some of them.
match just like
someone's
that
behind
monster, so it's got to be just like a
sorry,
symbolism, like, oh,
forgot you
hiding in
just
plain
came
sight,
back.
eyeball, eyeball,
probably wouldn't
eyeball,
know about it.
eyeball, eyeballs.
Somehow, a nightmare called
Eyeball,
Death has descended
eyeball.
upon Penacony. One was a stowaway. The other
Was you?
was you.
What? I was right.
That's enough,
Wait, what?
fool. Your deeds have
Oh my God! You Sparkle's such an a-hole.
The Odes of Harmony talks about honesty. The words of a fool begins with foolishness and end in treacherous arrogance. Please leave. Their dreamscape doesn't welcome you.
Oh, come on, lighten up. Why so serious with all the quotations and references?
Why so serious?
I'm just curious. Surely you don't want the world to hear the Charmony Festival's been called off.
Oh my God!
family
What does she
has a plan.
want? The main character get a new path? Yeah. I just don't know what path it would be, honestly. Tune to find out what happens next in the upcoming installment. Oh, what a... I love that they added this light cone. They gave you this light cone for free like that. That's so sweet. Oh, I thought I'd like it'd let me talk to the, like, the information. Like, oh, there was a dead body in here. This is that was comically, they made that comically huge though. Like that bathtub was so massive compared to the little head peeking out. That was, wow, I am getting all the text messages. That was probably my favorite story in all of honkai. Not probably. Right now, it is currently the favorite build up for any of the stories that we've had. The first story, fairly good build up, but it was kind of slow and boring and there was a lot of talking. That was Bellabog. Second story, no, that was Urillo 6. Second story was, it was interesting and had a pretty good lead up. Man, the second story was really good with the lead up. I think I like this story more just because of the theme of the world, the planet. Like I love this dream world sort of mystery kind of vibe that they have. Say Broom heals you. That would be funny. The only thing is the cliffhanger, yeah. But I do think this has probably got to be my favorite story. If you take everything together, it's got to be my favorite. That there's stakes now. The other stories didn't have stakes. No one really died in any of the other stories. This one, 2 people died, and you only thought that, you know, with the way that they were playing Firefly up, you kind of expected it a little bit that she would end up croaking. But for the singer, that was out of nowhere, and that's the sort of storytelling that you need to make there have stakes. Just killing off characters without you ever having any way for you to tell that it was going to happen. Like you had no way of knowing that they were going to show that dead body in that bathtub. This isn't a beach, it's a bathtub. Her pass and pick up something like Harmony. That would be cool. I don't know. I don't think they do 2 of the main cast's backstories back to back. I think they might do March's backstory next patch, or the patch, not next patch, but the next story or the story after that, because they got to separate them. You don't want the whole cast of characters to have a story explained. Children got 0 out of 6 off screen by May. Yeah. The visceral death was so good. Sound design was good. Even though one of the sound designs was reused from... it's one of those copyright-free sounds that they use in a lot of stuff. I noticed that. That kind of took me out of it for a second. But like just how crazy that death scene was. And I do think the story gets hurt by... Look at all that. The story gets hurt a little bit by not knowing what death meant until after the end of the story. They should have had a lead up with like, oh, like 2 people or like some random guy died or 2 people die or the lore is that these people die and then it kills their soul. So we would have known that Firefly dying would be terrible. Not learning that Firefly dying meant that her soul literally is just fucking rip bye-bye. Ja-nay. You know, after the whole story's over, we learn that. You have a question? Do we know anything about the Aeon of Finality? Maybe lore-wise, you have to talk to a lore head about that, but I don't know anything about it. Ting technically died. I don't think Ting Yun is actually dead. I think the story is that Ting Yun is missing because we've never seen a dead body and people presume that she's dead. And that's the difference. Ting Yun's like probably dead. I forgot about that whole Ting Yun revealed scene, but we didn't have any build up for the bad guy. Like who's the girl possessing Ting Yun? She's just some girl that wants to do something with the tree. She wants the tree, I guess, because powerful. Tree, strong. I know we had build up for the tree. The tree was cool. Medicana is getting out of control because Kiana became the god of finality and Mega Impact Third. Oh yeah, I can see getting the 2 games mixed up or having it be like, oh, maybe they'll play off of it this way to build on what they did in the other game with similar characters sort of deal. What's even better is that they had all good voice actors for all of the characters, and the most interesting characters we also had follow us. Like, everyone knows Acheron's a cool character and that they're interested in the story, and we meet her at the first intro of the story as she kills us. We have that. We also have meeting her. Wait, if she killed us in that dream world, that must also mean that they have to die from that monster for their soul to be consumed. They can't die from just anyone. They have to die from that monster.